Miss Singlified here, answering guys' dating questions from a girl's perspective. At this point, I'm not even going to try to give you excuses for the lack of videos because it doesn't really matter, right? I'm here, I'm making a video. So I am on the road again, surprise, surprise. I love this feeling of waking up and not knowing exactly where I am. Anyway, I'm back in Beijing for a while and I'm staying at a hotel that has a see-through bathroom, which is like totally cool when you're staying by yourself or with your lover, but it would be awkward if you're like staying with a relative, right? All right, I feel much better about that. I have a question from Steve who says, Dear Miss Singlified, what do you think about the app Tinder? If you don't know what it is, let me just give you a quick rundown. I equate it to like online shopping for people with ADD. So it's this iPhone app, and I think it only works on iPhones right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. Where it uses your GPS to locate all the other singles around you, and their pictures come up kind of like flashcards. And if you like it, you can swipe to the right. And if you don't like it, you can swipe to the left. You can't see the next profile until you've made a decision about the person you see right now. So I decided to give it a try, and I have to tell you, I am pretty addicted to Tinder, but I will give you some pros and cons. Tinder has really taken off is because, one, it's super entertaining. I mean, imagine if you're standing in line at Starbucks and you have like 5 minutes to kill. Instead of like reading through your friends' boring Facebook statuses, now you can look at pictures of strangers and judge their attractiveness. It's also very instantaneous. If you say yes to this girl's profile and that girl says yes to your profile, meaning you both swiped right, then you both get a message saying you have a match. And it opens up the communication channel for you to text each other through this app. Super instantaneous, and you don't have like the long wait of like an online dating site where you message someone and you're like waiting for them to write back, and it could take months for them to do that. Now, the most interesting pro about Tinder is that it takes away the uncertainty and mystery of that initial attraction. So think about a social situation where you make lingering eye contact with a girl. Now, sometimes you kind of have to question, well, should I approach her? Does she seem genuinely interested? Or like, does she have a lazy eye and it's just like stuck on me? Tinder, it makes you less insecure about that initial approach because if both of your profiles matched, it means that she purposefully swiped to the right. I'm gonna make a really important point here. Tinder is a proactive app, meaning you go on the app to do something purposefully. So that means swiping left or right. In most online dating sites and in most social situations, it's more of a reactive environment. So girls are waiting for guys to approach them. And those sites are structured to allow someone to be lazy about their search, meaning they're just sitting back and browsing through pictures. So with Tinder, at least you know that nobody can be lazy on there. Nobody can be passive because you have to say yes or no to a profile in order to see the next one. Okay, on to the cons. You can't undo what you just swiped. So you could mistakenly right swipe someone, or you could have mistakenly passed on someone that you thought was really attractive. You just got caught up in the moment and like got confused. So you can't like go, oh, I'll go back to that one. Also, this is going to be something that a lot of girls will complain about, which is the lack of information in the profiles. With Tinder, you just basically reveal what you choose to reveal, which for most cases is not a lot. And the biggest drawback of this app, which I wouldn't say it's completely their fault, is that it's really hard to take conversations offline. So a lot of you guys get a little creepy. When you have an app that's so casual and people are like putting up sexy pictures, it feeds into how guys communicate with girls in those first few sentences. So when you start off with an over-aggressive comment, most girls are not going to respond to that, and you just lost all chances of meeting that girl offline. So if I were a guy, this is how I would use Tinder. I would right swipe every girl, and I'll tell you why. It's because that way you'll get to see who says yes to you, and then you'll know who's in your league. What kind of girl can you get? And then from the people who say yes to you, then you can choose who you want to message. So do it for research. This is a great way to determine who's in your league. And once you've decided who you want to message from your list of matches, make your first message unique to her. Now, a great way to do this is to mention something in one of her photos. Hey, in that second photo, are you in Puerto Rico? I cannot say this enough. Don't be generic. Hey, how's it going? Why be like every other guy? All right, Steve, those are my thoughts on Tinder. You've been single-fied. Guys, if you really want to score on Tinder, what I would do is I would go through all of my competition. Yeah, filter for the guys. And that way you get to see all the douchey pictures that are on there and learn from all of their mistakes. It's basic marketing 101.